All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started this morning. It's 10 o'clock, and we are going to do session 2 of the Hot Tub Chronicles this morning. And Susan's going to talk to us about the impact of water pH on chlorine efficacy. And she's prepared a great presentation for us today. So we'll go ahead and get started. And then if anyone else joins, we'll greet them as they come in.
Good morning and good afternoon for those of you that are on the East Coast. I'm going to go through some of the science behind pH and chlorine efficacy. As Kayla explained, it's a really important part of healthy hot tub and pool water maintenance. Water disinfection is a critical aspect of maintaining water quality and ensuring the safety of various applications, such as drinking water, swimming pools, and hot tubs. Chlorine is one of the most widely used disinfectants due to its effectiveness against a broad spectrum of microorganisms. However, the efficacy of chlorine is greatly influenced by the pH of water in which it's used. So let's explore some of the scientific principles and reasons behind the relationship between water pH and chlorine efficacy. And in this session, we're going to focus on the chemical reactions that occur and their consequences of disinfectant performance. So we're going to first talk about chlorine as a disinfectant. It is probably the most popular type of sanitizer that's used in hot tub water care and hot tub maintenance, including swim spas and swimming pools. Chlorine has been used as a disinfectant for over a century due to its ability to eliminate bacteria, viruses, algae, and other pathogens effectively. It works by attacking the microbial cell walls and interfering with the essential cellular process, ultimately leading to a destruction of the organisms. In aqueous solutions, chlorine primarily exists as a mixture of hypochlorous acid and hypochlorite ionides, which are in equilibrium. So you can see below the chemical formula for these two solutions. pH-dependent equilibrium. The equilibrium between hypochlorous acid and hypochlorous gas is highly pH-dependent. The pH is a measure of the hydrogen ion concentration in a solution at lower pHs, which is a more acidic condition, which would in a hot tub be anything below 7.2. The recommended range is between 7.2 and 7.6. That's your ideal range, up to 7.8. At a lower pH, the concentration of hydrogen ions is higher, favoring the formation of HOCl. Conversely, at higher pHs, which is a more alkaline solution, so anything above 7.8, the concentration of hydroxide ions is higher, favoring the formation of oxygen chloride. The efficacy of hypochlorous acid, so the HOCl. HOCl is much stronger and more effective as a disinfectant compared to OCl. It can readily penetrate microbial cell walls and membranes, entering the cell and disrupting vital enzymatic processes, leading to cell death. The ability of the HOCl to diffuse through cell walls and target intracellular components is crucial for the efficacy of proper sanitization in hot tubs. The efficacy of hypochlorite ion, which is the OCl. While OCl still possesses disinfectant properties, it is weaker and less effective compared to HOCl. It works more slowly and has a reduced penetrating power, making it less capable of effectively eliminating certain types of organisms and organic matter. So now let's talk about the optimal range for chlorine disinfection for the pH. To maximize the efficacy of chlorine as a disinfectant, it is essential to maintain the water pH within a specific range, 7.2 to 7.6, in hot tubs. Within this range, the majority of the chlorine exists in the HOCl, which is more powerful, as we just discussed a few minutes ago, and this ensures efficient and rapid disinfection. The effects of high pH. So that's something that we can talk about, is the effects of high pH, which is when it's above 7.6. When the pH of water rises above the recommended levels, more OCl is formed. This results in reduced disinfection efficacy and slower microbial kill rates. The alkaline condition, so above 7.8, limits the HOCl production, which hinders its ability to penetrate the microbial cells effectively. The effects of low pH, so that's in hot tubs below 7.2, which means the water is acidic. On the other hand, excessively low levels of pH can also impact the chlorine efficacy. While more HOCl is present in lower pH values, highly acidic water can easily and quickly corrode metal surfaces and damage hot tub equipment. So that's kind of the science behind the impact of the pH levels and chlorine efficacy. So understanding the pH chlorine relationship is crucial for maintaining effective water disinfection. Regular monitoring and adjusting of pH water levels will ensure that the desired equilibrium between the HOCl and the OCl is achieved, which optimizes the chlorine's efficacy and efficiency as a disinfectant. So now I just want to talk a little bit about balancing water chemistry, particularly with SilkBalance water care. So SilkBalance offers a holistic approach to water care, which simplifies the maintenance process for hot tub owners. One of our key features is the ability to stabilize the water pH within the ideal range, which is between 7.2, 7.6, but up to 7.8. By helping maintain these appropriate pH levels, SilkBalance will optimize the chlorine disinfection, ensuring efficient microbial control. What this means is that overall you will end up using less chlorine because the chlorine is more efficient and it is operating at its most powerful levels within the ideal pH range. If your ranges fall below or above, then you have a disadvantage because you have a reduction in the powerfulness and the efficacy of the chlorine. Water softening and conditioning is another important component of water care, and this is directly related to pH. SilkBalance will soften the feel of the water and your skin and helps to prevent the buildup of calcium and magnesium, which can lead to scaling in cloudy water. Softened water improves your comfort and reduces the strain on hot tub components. And one of the reasons is because it keeps the pH and the alkalinity in the desired ranges. Skin-friendly benefits. A distinct advantage of SilkBalance is its skin-friendly properties. The formulation contains natural ingredients of salts and minerals which soothe and allow your skin to feel hydrated, which mitigates the dryness and irritation associated with hot tub use. Eliminating chemical odors is one of the other main complaints that we hear about people who are not using SilkBalance. SilkBalance gentle patented formula will minimize the strong chemical odors encountered in hot tub water treatments, and this creates a more pleasant and inviting environment for anybody using your hot tub. The environmental impact of SilkBalance. We aim to reduce the environmental impact of hot tub ownership. We promote water conservation through longer water usage intervals and diminishing the need for harsh chemicals. So we talked about the need to use less chlorine when your pH and alkalinity are in the correct ranges. So by this approach, SilkBalance contributes to a greener hot tub maintenance routine. Maintaining the pH of water within the optimal range significantly impacts the efficacy of chlorine as a disinfectant. SilkBalance for hot tubs addresses this critical aspect while providing a comprehensive solution for water challenges. Using SilkBalance, hot tub owners enhance their water quality and promote a more enjoyable hot tub experience and contributes to sustainable water management. An imbalance of pH significantly shortens and damages the surfaces and equipment of a spa. So some healthy habits for hot tub owners: using SilkBalance because it's eco-friendly, extending the life of hot tub water with SilkBalance, reducing your sanitizer demand, your chlorine or your bromine, by having your pH levels in the recommended ranges, and by using your hot tub daily because SilkBalance makes the water feel soft and amazing. So SilkBalance is a patented formula. It was developed in 2007 to address a lot of these specific concerns. When we came up with the formula after extensive testing, we knew we had something really special and unique. Part of the reason that we apply and maintain our various patents for our product is to protect our unique invention and to make sure that we're always providing quality ingredients, quality water care to customers so that retailers trust SilkBalance as the natural solution that is unique and that keeps its promise. Some of the benefits of SilkBalance is, as I mentioned, the unparalleled softness of the water in your skin, balanced hot tub water, maximizing the performance of your sanitizer. SilkBalance is a natural formula. It protects you from harsh chemicals, but also protects components from premature erosion, whether or not the water is acidic or too alkaline. Once it falls out the recommended ranges is when you can start to have scaling if the pH is too high, or you can have metal corrosion if the pH is too low. Hot tubs should last between 10, 15, 20 years. That's a reasonable expectation, but it will not last that long if the water is not being maintained correctly. And SilkBalance will also prevent the formation of slime and sludge before it has a chance to develop. The reason it does this is because the pH and the alkalinity are kept in the correct ranges. Your sanitizer is performing at the optimal efficiency. So the bacteria does not have a chance to propagate and grow and create problems within your hot tub. SilkBalance will not remove biofilm. It does not destroy bacteria, but it creates an inhabitable environment for that bacteria to continue to exist within the hot tub. So it really does help with the safety factor of keeping a clear and clean hot tub. SilkBalance is really simple. I'm just going to move part of my screen here out of the way so everyone can see. The steps to using SilkBalance is really just to fill your hot tub with fresh water. If you're converting your hot tub over to SilkBalance, we recommend using Clean Start, which is a plumbing line flush. This will make sure that all of that slime and sludge that are caught in the plumbing lines is removed before you start to use SilkBalance, so you really get back to a factory fresh hot tub before you fill it. Adjust your pH and your alkalinity. So SilkBalance is not a chemical, so it will not change the chemical properties of the water, but it will act as a buffer and maintain the pH in the correct range once it's set. Adding sanitizer is really important. You want the recommended levels between 3 and 5 parts per million. You want to make sure you turn on your salt system if you're using a salt system. Test strips will tell you where you're at with that, so you just need to adjust that until you're in the recommended ranges. And then you simply add SilkBalance once a week on the same day to maintain your water condition and monitor and manage your sanitizer. Sanitizer demand depends on usage. And it also depends on the amount of people that go in the hot tub. So if you're like my family, we have 3 teenage boys that get into the hot tub after football practice. They don't shower before they go in. So we have a higher demand for sanitizer and chlorine. But when they're not with us, and there's just 2 of us going in the hot tub once or twice a week, we don't need as much chlorine because we're not leaving as much stuff behind in the water when we get in. So SilkBalance really is simple, soft, pure water, and we know that that changes absolutely everything about hot tub ownership. We have SilkBalance in 2 different formats. It either comes in a liquid version or the SilkBalance gems, which is the same formula, but it's dissolving pods. We call them gems. They're just like Tide Pods. SilkBalance liquid is available in a 4-month bottle or a 2-month bottle. And our Silk Gems come with 16 gems in them. And the far right-hand picture is our Clean Start plumbing line flush. So this is what you use before you fill your hot tub with fresh water if you're switching over to SilkBalance, or at every single drain and refill. It's really easy to use. Just take out your filters. You could take your pillows off. It's a good time to clean that. Before you drain your water, add the full bottle of Clean Start, turn your jets on. We always recommend the water be above 90 degrees because that makes anything caught in your plumbing lines pliable and easy to remove. Run Clean Start for less than 30 minutes and you'll see everything coming out of it. then you can start to drain your hot tub. We use a sump pump at my house because it drains a lot quicker. So we're able to drain and refill our hot tub within 1 hour using Clean Start. As you're draining your hot tub, you can take a soft cloth and wipe the sides of your shell. If there's any residual stuff that's come out of your plumbing lines as it's draining, it's a really easy thing to do. We always recommend as well that you take a hose to one of the top jets just to flush out the rest of the plumbing lines. There can be 50 to 100 feet of plumbing lines that your water runs through. So we want to make sure that we push all of that dirty water out, drain that properly, and then refill your hot tub, bring it up to temperature, adjust your chemicals on a fresh fill, add SilkBalance once a week, maintain your sanitizer, and that's all you have to do. It really simplifies your water maintenance routine. So it's 1 bottle, 1 dose, once per week. There's 0 sediment that clogs your filters. There's no shake and pour that's involved. You don't have to remember how many gallons your hot tub is. There's not a 2-step process. There's 1 bottle. There's no app to download to try and figure out how to use SilkBalance or what you need to do or how many gallons are in your hot tub or when you run into problems with your hot tub. There's 0 measuring, 0 complications, 0 harsh ingredients. We don't have an EPA or a Health Canada registration because we're not required to register it. EPA registrations are required when a product contains ingredients that fall under the pesticide, biocide, or roticide act. And that's not something that SilkBalance, none of our ingredients are regulated by the EPA or Health Canada. So you know that you're really getting a natural product. So SilkBalance is simple, once per week, 1 dose. There's no complications involved. It allows the water to be unparalleled soft. It's pure. It's always ready for you to get in when you open up your hot tub lid. It's gentle on you and gentle on the environment. It's really the way nature intended. So that kind of brings us to the end of the conversation about the impact of pH on chlorine efficacy and some of the benefits of using SilkBalance water care in your hot tub.